Hello, today I am showing my gem that I made. The name of gem I picked is a BudgetGuru. I use Bootstrap to get this looks. So this one has a couple of links. This is a Bootstrap and this is home. It's again the same one. These two has nothing in the connected to them. I just put them for for the looks. And then it has like this, if you so it's very pretty responsive, very nice looking. And then it has a sign up option where a user can actually sign up, and this actually the role of this app um, is to a user can sign up and then can manage all his or her credit cards or all the cards or any info that you want to save, and it will automatically save. We can save, edit, delete, so all the accrued create, read, delete, and edit actions, he can do it here. So what we gonna do, like I will show you the first functionality and then I will just go in the back that how I achieve those things. So I want to sign up with a username. For the username is, for example, um, okay, so it's Hassan, Hassan, and password is, for example, good123, and I put good12, then Hassan at yahoo.com. I intentionally put the wrong password. Let's see what happens, because I didn't put the same one. So yeah, so password is same in the retype field. So again, I'm just gonna put Hassan, and then I'm gonna put 123, 123, and then the pass is Hassan at yahoo.com, and then I go and I do the sign up. So it actually, upon pressing the sign up, it actually took all the info of the that I provided, like email, password, and the name of a person, and it stores in the back end in a table, which is the name with the table name is users, and then user has all the accounts. So what we're going to do here, we can just add the account by pressing the add account, and it's going to take us to another form where I can add the account. For example, it's a master card, and then I go current balance is equal to 200 and statement balance is equal to 100, and the credit limit is, for example, 500, and then due date is equal to 12/3/19, and I add the account. So see what happens. Okay, so this account is added, and now I want to add one more account. Visa, current balance is equal to 490, statement balance is equal to 230, credit limit is equal to 2300, and due date is equal to 15, oh no, sorry, 12, 5, and 17, and I hit the add account. So you can see how easily I can add all the accounts. Now for example, I want to edit this account. I put something wrong and I want to change the account. So what I'm gonna do, I have to make sure that what is the ID number. The ID number is 29, so I just click this button. It will actually take me to another page where I'm gonna enter the ID 29, and then I will just go and will try to do the editing. So it will actually take me to that account, and here I'm gonna put, like, I intentionally didn't got all the info here in these, because just to remove confusion. But for example, it's American Express. I already have American Express. Current balance is equal to 300. Current balance is equal to $90. And it says 1000. Due date is equal to 3/4/17. And I will see if it's gonna edit that account. Okay, yeah, it did. American Express 300. For example, now I want to delete the account number 28, so I can simply delete by providing the number. For example, I put a wrong number, 45. Let's see if it what does happen. What happens when I put the wrong number? So it basically still keeps me on that page. It doesn't. So I have to delete account number 28 and I delete. You can see the account number 28 is gone. Now there's another feature that for example, I'm on this account. Also I can put these routes here. For example, I want to go to the okay, yeah, I go to the main page, home, and here I forgot that I'm logged in. So what I'm going to do, I try to log in again. What happens? It takes me back to my account because I'm logged in here. So let's see in the back the functionality. We always create a gem using bundle gem and the name of gem. For my example, I use bundle gem budget guru. And then what we do, actually I have run the shotgun for this reason. And so first of all, we go and we make some changes in an app. So here is my app. Okay, and for this kind of, because I use Sinatra, in Sinatra we use a pattern which is like a MVC, where it's known as M stand for model, V stand for views, and C for stands for controller. So we actually put everything in threes: controllers, models, and views, where models is actually our classes where all the functionality goes. Like for example, for my thing I need one class which was like account, and the other class was user class. So the class user, it has a secure password, and so this thing, the secure has secure password, actually we need a gem for this bcrypt. So what it does, it will actually code your password, so not even the developer can see that password. And then also a user has many accounts, so there is one-to-many relationship where each account is accessed with attached to one user, but on the other hand a user can have many accounts, since I show you here. So we have a has many. Also we have two other functions like define slug and self dot find by slug. So these two methods, actually if you want to put some accounts or username directly and you want to access it instead of you going to, so we can use these two methods here. Okay, and then there is this accounts, and on the other hand the accounts belongs to a user, so it has many to one connection, so it has only one connection, so it belongs to a user. Okay, now next come the views. Views are actually where all the process of like front end goes. So all the HTML, all JavaScript, HTML, CSS goes in a views. So for this I put like an account. I make two subfolder, accounts and user folder, where accounts has all these um, um, all these ERB files, where ERB stand for embedded Ruby, and these are the files actually that has a very flexible support for HTML, CSS, JavaScript as well as Ruby. So you can actually embed Ruby using substitution tags. There are two types of tags. I'm just trying to see if I have one tag here that I can show. um, no, not in this one. Probably in edit account I have that. Yeah, so if you see right here this tag, this one and this one, and it says dollar sign message, which is some message which is a variable. So actually you can evaluate the Ruby code here. So these are the ERB files that we use for our views. So this view has um, let me show you the display. Since I'm showing the display, let me show you the display accounts.erb. So this is the one right here. So it has some like bootstrap code, some other code I added myself, and then it has yeah. So from here, what I did, I used the tables, and I used bootstrap class table, and I just make these like headers, and then the bottom I use all those like substitution tags to provide all the info that I actually got from a controller. So let me show you how it works in the back end. So these are the views. This is the front end that we are seeing. All these views are here, everything I'm going to display to the user. And then comes the controllers, which is the very important thing what we do when we run a gem like this. The first thing what happens is the first thing that is executed is a rake file, and then after rake file the config.ru is executed, which is the second file. In this file, as you can see, we require this environment. I set up the environment config.environment. In environment file, you all the time specify that how we are doing this, and where is the config dot okay, this is right here, environment.rb. You can see that all the things where we need it here. And then also we establish connection to our databases using active record base method to establish connection, where adapter is SQLite 3, database is db development.sqlite. I created in this BudgetGuru, I created manually this DB folder where I created this development.sqlite. This file, when I created, I just created like using touch, or you can use the mouse to create it here. It was empty, but once I ran my migrations, it has started having all this data. So you know how the databases works actually. These migrations we use let me show you. I don't want to do it here, but what we do actually, we go to yeah, we go in the terminal and we type like this. For example, we type rake, oh, control C, C, control C. Okay, let me show you. So what we do, we go rake db and create migration, and then we put name name is equal to, so here's go the table name. So what we do, when we press this, is gonna create a migration with some these numbers like this. Like I created this, and then I go in there and I use this statement to create a table. Create table user do, and after we are done with this, we save and we come back in the terminal and we say rake db migrate. What that does, that will to create all the so the table will be actually created at that time. Also, once we create, you can see the tables in here in schema. They always, you can see, like in my case, I have created 2 tables. You can see a lot of migrations, because I was not sure in the beginning. Like sometime I put something, other fields, and then I found out, oh, this field is not right, so I should put something else. I put this password digest, which will just which will actually, if you create the table and you just put it as password digest, that bcrypt will help us creating the password with the encrypted code. So this one, so my 2 tables has actually this structure. The user table has a username, it has a password, and it has the email. So three thing. And the fourth thing, which we don't see it here, but it's actually when each time you create a record, it's gonna generate an ID automatically. Like for example, this one, this is my account, so this is a 29th, means that this is my 29th account that I created. For sure you see it's only the one here, but what's going on, because we have only one account class, so each time we are creating, it's actually creating them, each time it's creating, like, you know, we are creating and we are getting a new account number, even though this ID that's like generating ID is not related to this, is not the 29th account of this user, but it's in our system is storing that way. Okay, so what the thing is, like, but then this one has also internally, this account has one more ID. It has one more field, which is because it has belongs to a user, so it actually has a user ID, which I will show you how I access it here. If I would have put another field here as a user ID, it could have probably showed the user ID, then it could have tell me that what user is this, you know, so it's seeing the user ID. Also, this is account, so there has a card, so every account number has an account number. You can see this account number right here. And okay, so this is our databases. After databases, we will talk about controllers. In our program, we can do everything in one controller. Like I told you, in config.ru, we use all these controllers. You usually use the user controller, account controller, application controller. We could have done everything in run application controller, but that could have made the code very messy. But we want like nicer looking code, clean. So somebody comes and tries to see your code, they can at least probably understand, so it's like nicely, you know, grouped. So all we need is, like, first thing is application controller. This is a class which actually inherits from Sinatra base. And then what we do, configure do mean that on the time of configuration, just set a public folder public, set views, app views, which actually what does, it helps us a lot. So for later, we don't have to mention the whole path, it just directly we have to just go in views, like simply accounts / add account will take us to this file. So that's actually good practice. Also, we enable session is something very important. So this is like application controller. So you see when we the config.ru is run, that it runs application controller. It comes here, and when you put this route, like you go and then you put a /, it will take you to the home page. Oh, it's not showing because I have not run the shotgun. I will mention that in a while. Also, it has the application controller has two methods. One is logged in, the other is current user. The is logged in is the one that finds out if your session has a key with the name of ID, then it will provide you true. That means, so what we do, the thing we apply here is like in our user controller, when somebody tries to sign up, first we find out if it's login. No, then we come to a user, create user. So when we go to the create user field, it actually posts back the information from that form that I showed you a while ago. Let me just do the shotgun. Shotgun is a really good gem, and it actually otherwise, you know, we just you rack up config.ru, but then that's, you know, initialized on like the paper, the page is displayed once, and anything you made, changes you made on this side, and if you even put another request, it's not going to do until you close this and redo that the whole thing. But the bootstrap, what it does, it for every request, it just automatically again runs the backup for us. So it's like really handy, easy. And I don't know if I mentioned, but in gem files I require all these gems that we need for this program: Sinatra, active record, active bcrypt, thin pry just to check my code, array, capybara, sqlite 3 require all, and shotgun. Okay, so I'm showing you the edit page. So what happens when I log in? because I was logged in. I never logged out of that. So it's gonna show me that the Hassan. So when I do edit account, it's gonna take me to a page where I will provide the info, the ID. After that, it will just actually take me to this page where I put everything, and once I will submit, this edit page will actually submit to, was I doing the edit? No, I was doing this. Okay, it will submit everything to my account controller. So I was doing the, yeah, so it's gonna go to this post slash accounts. First it will check that all the fields are filled. If not, it will give us this message and then again show us this add account, or actually I'm not on the right account controller. No, edit account.erb. Oh, it just takes us to right here. Post slash account slash IDs, because we are also taking that ID, the one I provided 29, and takes us, it's gonna check all the fields. If they are not filled, it's, if there's something left, it's gonna redirect us to where, top of this area. So it's gonna redirect us again, and then we will no, sorry, redirect us will take us to the to get one, to get request. No, it is actually taking us here. It's gonna redirect us back to here. Okay, so what happens then, if everything is filled, we provided everything, what it's gonna do, it will go and it will come next and it will make an instance of account class by parameter ID, that one we provide. And also, and it also will it will make all the information we provide is gonna assign to this new account. You can see it, finally it will save and take us back to the main page slash accounts, which you can see here. Right here, get slash account, where if we check if it's logged in, yes, we are logged in, that's why we change it. It's gonna go and display the whole account to you. Similarly, let's see our user. So what happens, users, when we sign up, it always checks if we are logged in. Then what it will do, you're already logged in. Let me see if I do here sign up, what happens. Okay, you are already logged in. So what it did not let me do it. So I cannot sign up until I log out completely, and otherwise it will just let me create. So this is how it works. Okay, and that's all. What else we have? So I discussed this as models, views, config, database, public. Also for the images, you have to have them in the public folder in the images, otherwise you won't be able to have the images working um in your system. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you.